right. Hey, we're live.
Hi everyone, we're here tonight to share with you a mystical, magical recipe that's going to make your holy days so much better.
That's right. It's, kind of a cultural tradition. This time of year, everyone is enjoying hot chocolates, and that's great. That's wonderful. We want to show you how to take it up a level, take it up a notch to the best ever hot chocolate. We'll talk about all kinds of variations, how you can build a hot chocolate, upgrade it in all these different ways we're going to share.
Really, one of the things we do here at Lightsailers, we share recipes that you can take charge of the ingredients, it's so hard to find an instant hot chocolate mix that doesn't have any sugar, for example. And that's what we're going to share with you today, a hot chocolate recipe that you can have zero guilt. This is a hot chocolate you should feel good about drinking.
Yeah, right on. And again, like Denise saying, you're in charge. You can create it any which way, add in the sweetener that you want, you like.
Part of this is going right back to the source, going to the original ingredients. Pure, wholesome, 100% cacao. Woo! That's what we're having fun with today.
The cacao beans.
We're using the actual ingredients, and this is honestly the reason I think we actually won the best hot chocolate in Calgary. Hey Malcolm.
That's right.
Best chocolate YYC.
Yeah, first year we entered.
Yeah,
and the most amazing thing about that, best hot chocolate in Calgary, and it had medicinal mushrooms in it, and all these wonderful other ingredients. So it can be done.
So I think one of the reasons we won is that we were one of the only people that were sensitive to people who couldn't have certain things in their hot chocolate. We made a hot chocolate of the highest, purest, healthiest quality, and people could tell, even people that tasted this not expecting something healthy, they thought it was delicious.
Yeah, for sure. And as you know, that contest, it happens every February, and it's shocking actually some of the entries that get included with all the cotton candy and everything else that gets thrown in. So this is the upgrade. You can have your chocolate, hot chocolate, this time of year, this season, and it's about upgrading it. So let's get into it. As Cindy mentioned,
we're gonna make a really simple hot chocolate here with only 4 ingredients. So this is the first one, the most important one to make a really yummy hot chocolate. This is the cacao paste,
which literally is the cacao beans stone ground, right? So imagine, right, the cacao beans, many of you guys have known these, you've seen these, looks exactly like an almond, and when we take almonds, we grind it up, we get almond butter. When we do the exact same thing to the cacao bean, we get what's called cacao paste.
So this is 100% pure cacao, absolutely the best of the best, and the cool thing about it melts. So we're going to be making our hot chocolate today in a Vitamix blender.
So most cacao, or most hot chocolates is done with cacao powder, which, cacao powder, cocoa powder, love it, great, it's wonderful. But the key difference here is that when you're using the cacao paste, it retains everything in there. All the fats, which gives you a nice rich hot chocolate, and more nutrients as well.
So we give about a good 1 tablespoon of cacao paste per cup.
And this is where, again, you can customize, right? You can do a little bit less because this is pure, this is potent, 100% pure dark chocolate, which some people love, right? They love that 100%, 90%, 80% in that kind of range, dark chocolate. But maybe it's for the kids. Maybe you want it a little bit lighter. It's not going to be as much. And this is something you can play with.
So we're making a 100% dairy-free chocolate here, so this chocolate is friendly to those people who have those sensitivities.
Yeah.
It's important.
That being said, if you have a source of milk that you really like and enjoy, you can put that on the stove, warm it up, and that becomes your base. Or like what Denise and I are going to be doing, we have water or tea as our base, and then coconut butter.
Yeah, so next we're going to cream it up with coconut butter. This is the Lightsailers' own stone ground in-house coconut butter. This is what we make all of our lattes with here at Lightsailers. This is very yummy. If you haven't been in, you got to come in and give us a sample. We are sampling this out to people at all times, but it's delicious and it's going to give our chocolate a very nice creamy richness.
Yeah. 1 tablespoon, so equal parts cacao, coconut butter, so chocolate, then that richness, that creaminess from the coconut butter.
And really, you could just blend this up right now and as a hot chocolate. But what else are we gonna add here? Well, this is honestly the secret and why I think we won the trophy for hot chocolate, best hot chocolate in Calgary. Best hot chocolate in YYC. We're adding this ingredient called lucuma. Can everyone read that there? Lucuma.
It's backwards on your screen. Lucuma.
So lucuma is a delicious fruit from the Andes, and what it does, it acts as an emulsifier. It helps fats and waters bind together, and it makes a creamy, creamy, frothy hot chocolate. It's phenomenal.
And being a fruit that's just whole, it's dried and powdered, so it's whole food nutrition, low glycemic, vitamins, minerals, things like beta carotene, it's all in there. And Denis mentioned it has that emulsifying property. And this is something that those ancient cultures that we know chocolate because of, like the Aztecs, the Mayans, they described, and I love Denis, he always brings this context to these conversations. They described it as the gold of the Incas.
Yeah, lucuma was pretty much the whole basis of the Inca Empire. Everyone around them wanted lucuma. It's so delicious.
Yeah, it's actually a relative of the avocado.
Yeah, you add this to any of your drinks and it's going to be wondrous. Next ingredient to make a really yummy hot chocolate, you're going to need a little bit of vanilla. So right now in Light Cellar, we have some really yummy Mexican vanilla bean extract. This is probably the best way to get your vanilla right now. And vanilla and chocolate go together, right? The flavor we all know is chocolate.
But energetically as well.
Yeah, there's some secrets, but the vanilla flavor is, every chocolate bar out there has vanilla in it.
Not everyone, it's true, but most of them do. And there's actually legends about chocolate and vanilla, cacao and vanilla, that they were god and goddess in a far off galaxy, and that they incarnated here on Earth to forever always be united.
Yeah, there's some neat legends about vanilla and chocolate, the divine lovers. But I guess to know more about that, you're gonna have to come to the Denis class on Saturday on the solstice.
That's right. So special day, special class. It's the last class.
December the 21st.
Of the decade, in fact. And Denis Mans will be teaching that. This is one of his favorite classes to teach.
So we're going to be making these recipes together, and we're going to be exploring all sorts of different versions, all sorts of different flavors you can add to synergize and boost your chocolate. Because from what we've done right here, we have a great hot chocolate base. Now we can start to add whatever we want into it. This is where we have a lot of fun at Light Cellar.
Yeah.
We're building an elixir, a longevity potion.
Right, so I might go for, did you bring it? Oh yeah. So medicinal mushrooms, so you can either do that as a tea, adding your mushroom tea, or the extract powders, so something like this where you've got 7 different medicinal mushrooms in there. As a dual extract, so both hot water and alcohol extracted, goes straight in.
Today we're going to be using our hot chocolate as a vehicle for the delivery of medicinal mushrooms. So this is an effective way that guarantees you're going to take your herbs when you mix it in a hot chocolate.
Yeah, and chocolate being a cardiovascular stimulant increases circulation, opens up those blood vessels, dilating them, and then things can move through the body farther, deeper, so it helps bring that medicine into the system as well. Not just compliance is key, which is what Denis talking about, right? Like, who's going to turn down a hot chocolate, even if it has mushrooms in it, especially that first taste?
Yeah, the chocolate drives all these herbs deep in. So you added about
half
teaspoon for each of us right now?
Yeah.
We've been going really hard here.
Maybe we should go a little more. We deserve
you can't have too many.
A little bit
of
more
these mushrooms.
Adrenal support, immune support, especially this time of year.
Yeah, we're in need of some sustenance here. The mushrooms, their greatest benefit is their ability to protect us from stressful stimuli. Right now, Malcolm and I are in the thick of it.
Yeah.
We're in
retail, Christmas,
lines.
busy season.
So we gotta keep fortified to be able to keep helping you here in the shop. So this is how we do it. People wonder how we do it. It's potions like this.
All right.
So
okay.
next we're gonna need to sweeten up. Malcolm,
Yeah.
I'm gonna go grab the hot water to add to this.
Okay, yeah.
Maybe.
And I'll talk about sweetener.
Yeah.
So this is where it comes to choose your own adventure. You can literally add any type of sweetener that you want. Honey is always one of my favorites. Denis here, he pulled out some maple syrup, some dark, mineral-rich maple syrup, of which this is a wild food, right? As honey can be as well, depending on the flower source. We're always, Denis and I and a lot of us in the community, we're always looking for wild foods. Wild foods have a higher amount of nutrition more often than not, especially compared to domestic counterparts. So in terms of the vitamins, the minerals, also the unique phytochemistry, a lot of that can be bred out of our domesticated counterparts. And when they're kind of grown domesticated too, they don't have that same strength, that same resilience as wild plants do. Really good, quick, easy example, wild lettuce versus iceberg lettuce. And of course, there's a whole spectrum in between that. And that's where if it's not wild, we want to go towards what's called heirloom, which retains more of those unique properties, more nutrition. And so maple syrup is always a wild food in that regard. And it was actually something that we learned or discovered from the indigenous people living here. So it's a food that's kind of,
And the density is huge nutrient density.
Yeah.
Well, that's why we drink it. We want that iron and we want that good energy, the energy of a tree.
Yeah, manganese. All right.
But really, this is kind of the recipe. When you take it in your hands, you can use any sweetener you want, even no sweetener.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
So Denis got some hot water, though for sure, definitely like we mentioned earlier, it could be tea. We did a video, I don't know if you guys saw it recently, the Amazonian jungle tea. We talked all about it, its benefits, its properties, incredible tea. That would be an amazing tea to use as the base of your Medicine Mushroom hot chocolate.
So we're just gonna whiz this up here.
All right, whiz it up. Cool, and if you got any comments, any questions, we see lots of good folks joining on. Just post them down below. Okay, I need some mugs. Get our mugs ready.
Oh. So we have something so frothy, so foamy, so beautiful here. We have a real deal Christmas hot chocolate.
Yeah, so if you want to learn more about this, go more in depth, Denis will be teaching this coming up this Saturday, December 21st. It's winter solstice.
Woo!
Here we are moving into the longest night, the shortest day, and the return of the sun very, very, very soon. And I think it's no
cheers
coincidence
everybody.
that hot chocolates become the go-to, right? To kind of mood elevation this type of year. The nutrient density that's available to us, especially when you're building it in this way. Hot chocolate's a fantastic drink that you can elevate very simply, very easily.
I hope you all enjoyed this little recipe we made together and explored some of these ingredients that make us like an award-winning chocolate destination. So come on down to Light Cellar, get yourself a hot chocolate at the bar. You can really you could add anything you want to the drink at the bar, Or you could add a chocolate upgrade to any of the elixirs there.
Yeah.
Chocolate upgrade. Well, that's what we're up to here.
Yeah.
Hopefully we'll see you on Saturday, December the 21st at 1 p.m. We're gonna make all sorts of delicious recipes. Chocolate as a vehicle for the delivery of medicine. Okay, Santé everybody.